Today we dive into the topic of dividend. Let's get right started. When you buy a share of a company, you're not just clicking a button on a trading app. You're becoming a part owner of a real business. And as an owner, you're entitled to a share of the profits that business generates. A dividend is simply the company's way of saying, "Thanks for investing in us. Here's your portion of what we earned." It's one of the oldest and most straightforward concepts in investing, yet it's also one of the most misunderstood. A dividend is usually paid in cash, directly into your brokerage account. Most companies that pay dividends do so on a predictable schedule, often every 3 months. The process behind it is surprisingly formal. First, the company earns profits. Then, the board of directors meets and decides what to do with those profits. Should they reinvest the money into new projects, new factories, new technology? Or should they distribute part of it to shareholders? If they choose the latter, they officially declare a dividend. From that moment on, the company sets a timeline: the declaration date, the ex-dividend date, which determines who qualifies to receive the payment, and finally, the dividend pay date, the day the money actually arrives. But the more interesting question is, why do companies pay dividends in the first place? After all, they could simply keep all the profits and reinvest them. The answer lies often in the company's stage of life. Mature, stable businesses, think of companies that have been around for decades and operate in industries that don't change dramatically, often generate more cash than they need. They're not trying to double their size every year. They're not chasing explosive growth. Instead, they focus on steady operations and predictable earnings. For these companies, paying dividends is a way to reward loyal shareholders and signal financial strength. It's a message to the market: we're profitable, we're stable, and we can afford to share our success. Younger companies, especially those in fast-moving industries like technology or biotech, often take the opposite approach. They prefer to reinvest every available dollar into growth. For them, paying dividends would slow down innovation. They believe they can create more value by expanding aggressively, hiring more engineers, launching new products, entering new markets. That's why many of the world's most successful growth companies don't pay dividends at all. Their investors aren't looking for frequent income in form of dividend. They're looking for long-term increase of the stock. Okay, but for dividend investors, dividends can be incredibly appealing. There's something psychologically satisfying about receiving regular payments. It feels tangible, like the investment is working even when the stock price isn't moving. Dividends can also provide stability. Companies that pay them tend to be more predictable and less volatile. And if you choose to reinvest your dividends, you unlock the power of compounding. Your dividends buy more shares, those shares generate more dividends, like a rolling snowball. But dividends aren't perfect. They come with trade-offs. For one, they're usually taxable, which means part of that income disappears before it even reaches you. More importantly, every dollar a company pays out is a dollar it can't reinvest. It is therefore leaving the company. That can slow down future growth. And while dividends feel stable, they're not guaranteed. A company can reduce or cancel its dividend at any time. When that happens, investors often panic, and the stock price can drop sharply, not because the dividend itself is gone, but because the cut signals deeper financial trouble. Okay, so much about the dividend's advantages and disadvantages. On to an important concept of assessing whether a dividend can be considered high or low: the dividend yield. It's a simple ratio that tells you how much income you receive relative to the stock's price. The formula is simple: dividend divided by stock price. If a company pays $2 per year and the stock costs $40, the yield is 5%. It's tempting to think that a higher yield is always better, but that's not the case. Sometimes a yield looks high only because the stock price has fallen dramatically, a potential warning sign that the company is struggling. A healthy dividend is one that's supported by strong, consistent profits, not one that looks artificially attractive because the stock is in trouble. Ultimately, whether dividend-paying stocks are right for you depends on your goals. If you value steady income, dividends can be a powerful tool. If you're focused on long-term growth, you might prefer companies that reinvest everything. And many investors choose a mix of both, balancing stability with potential. Dividends aren't a magic trick, and they're not free money. They're simply one way, a very old, very reliable way for companies to share their success with the people who believe in them. We hope this video has helped you understand the concept of dividend better. We'd appreciate a like or a subscription for new content. Thank you and have a good one.